Okay, this is going to be video on spironolactone, the long-term effects of being on it. Basically, what spironolactone is, what it can do, and the longer you're on it. From my experience as a trans woman, and I don't suggest just taking the prescription without talking to a doctor first, because you can have some side effects that and you need to be monitored while on it, like every 3 to 6 months, depending on the doctor's decision, how you're doing on it and whatnot. So, okay, I'm just going to use the sheet that was given to me when I picked up my prescription a while ago, and I kept the information so I could do this video. And yeah, so, and I suggest all the information they give you when you pick up your prescription the first time, keep it, because you might need it later for something, if something's going on, having side effects and whatnot. So, okay. It's listed here. It says, what is this drug used for? It is used to get rid of extra fluid. Spironolactone is a diuretic. So, yeah. It is used to raise potassium stores in the body, which spironolactone is a potassium-sparing derivative. So, it can raise your potassium levels if you have low potassium. That's one reason why you need to have it checked and monitored, because of that. It is used to treat heart failure, weak heart, treat high blood pressure, because spironolactone can actually lower your blood pressure. It can decrease your sodium, so you have to watch out for that. And if your sodium does decrease, you can get lightheaded and dizziness and whatnot. So, watch out for that. Used to treat some people with high aldosterone levels. It's basically, it's a testosterone, one of the forms of testosterone. That's the form of testosterone that masculinizes the body. And if you have higher testosterone, at higher spironolactone, at higher doses, they found it blocks the testosterone. So, it's aldosterone levels. It's a form of testosterone, so yeah. Treats some kidney problems. It may, and there's other reasons it can be given to you. So, yeah. And here are some warnings and side effects. It's like, even though some people won't have side effects, some people do and some people don't, or some people have minor side effects. So, here we go. Okay, you have to be careful for allergic reactions like rash, hives, itching, red, swollen, blistered, or peeling skin with or without fever, wheezing, tightness in the chest or throat, trouble breathing or talking, unusual hoarseness or swelling of the mouth, face, lips, tongue, or throat. There's other signs like signs of fluid and electrolyte problems like mood changes, confusion, muscle pain, or weakness. A heartbeat that does not feel normal, very bad dizziness or passing out, fast heartbeat or thirst, or more thirst, seizures, feeling very tired or weak, not hungry, unable to pass urine or change in the amount of urine produced. Yeah, urine produced. Dry mouth, dry eyes, or very bad upset stomach or throwing up. And here's a more, okay. Very bad dizziness or passing out, feeling confused, change in balance, change in sex ability. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little spiel about this part. Change in sex ability. With spironolactone in it, blocks the testosterone. Your sex drive won't be high anymore, but it will lower, especially if you're trans and you're taking it for hormone replacement therapy to get everything in the female range. Your sex drive will lower depending on your other prescriptions, how you're taking it and whatnot. To create a female hormone cycle, it can change all that and whatnot. So, and it actually does change for me, the change in sex ability. Well, my ability to have sex, I can still have sex except down there, because I'm still pre-op, the penis has changed from the spironolactone. One of the things it's done, well, a lot of people say it can't shrink and go down in size, which it actually can. The skin goes thin, and my doctor explained when I was having this issue, when I messaged her, she said that the skin and sponge bodies decrease, and that's what's causing it, that issue. And when it decreases, like the underneath side of the foreskin, because how thin it is, if you get an erection, it can cause the skin to break open under the surface and on the surface of the skin, which I've experienced that, and it makes the penis itself really soft and squishy. So if you're tucking, that helps with that, for tucking. See what else has happened related to that. And as long as it's not like getting erections and whatnot, you can still get them, but they're not really full erections per se, and it's really more softer. And right where the foreskin connects, when you pull that foreskin back, it's actually really tight, like it squishes that spot, like really squishes, because how much thinner the skin is and less sponge bodies and everything. And it can become really painful. So yeah, and it works more like a clitoris than a penis. So if you use it as a clitoris, you have less issues. If you try to use it as a penis, then you can end up having more issues. The longer you're on spironolactone, that's what can happen. And that's what really has happened to me. Yeah. Here's some other side effects. Fevers or chill, sore throat, and unexplained bruising or bleeding. Okay, I'm going to go on a little bit about the bruising. I get bruises much more easily. So, yeah. So it's easier to get bruises, like if you bump into something. So that can happen. Black tarry or bloody stools, throwing up blood, or throw up that looks like coffee grounds. Burning, numbness, or tingling feeling that is not normal. Well, I can't fully say, like numbness, because I have scoliosis also. So sometimes when I fall asleep and I wake up in the morning or I just lay down, I get more numbness in my arms and legs sometimes. I don't know if it's the spironolactone, but it could be a contributor to it, but also the scoliosis I have. So, my experience, I have had more of that. Slow heartbeat, not able to pass urine or change in how much urine is passed. Okay, I'm going to go on this too, because my experience with this, before I have Asperger's, and one of the symptoms I always had was a strong urge to need to go. But since being on spironolactone, I've ended up developing incontinence. And I'm going to say this, taking azo for a certain amount of time helped with the strong urges to need to go. But then after that gets corrected, I was told you're not supposed to use it all the time, azo, but use it once or twice a week if the symptoms come back. So that helped with the strong urges to go, but still the incontinence is, for me, worse at night than it is during the day. So that can happen. Period menstrual changes for females. Not trans women, but like cisgendered biological females. Breast pain, well, my experience, because I'm a trans woman on hormone replacement therapy, also taking estradiol and medroxyprogesterone acetate. So, because the hormone cycle how it fluctuates does cause breast pain. So, I can't say if it's the spironolactone for sure, but everything else, yes. So I did get breast pain from that. Okay, for males, enlarged breasts. Okay, I'm going on this too. Because being born biologically here with the female brain and everything, getting my body female, I can't say that it was the spironolactone that increased my breasts, but the estradiol and the progesterone together has helped, and lower testosterone has helped increase breasts. So for trans women, that's not a bad thing. Okay, very bad and sometimes deadly liver problems have happened with this drug. So if something like that happens, call your doctor immediately. So call your doctor right away if you have signs of liver problems like dark urine, feeling tired, not hungry, upset stomach, or stomach pain, light colored stools, throwing up, or yellow skin or eyes. And yeah, so here's some other side effects. You should contact your doctor if they persist or don't go away. Loose stools like diarrhea, feeling sleepy. Well, I can say like feeling sleepy during when it's hormonally my time of the month. I noticed I get more weak and tired around that time, which could be caused by the fluctuating of the hormones and whatnot. So, but that does go away, I've noticed. Dizziness, well, all I can say is dizziness, like low, like when if you get low sodium, it can cause lightheadedness or dizziness and stuff like that. So watch out for that. Headaches, which I know sometimes doing like a hormone cycle, female hormone cycle, you can get back pain, headaches and whatnot. So it could be from the spironolactone or everything else, but yeah. Upset stomach or throwing up, stomach cramps. Well, I'm gonna go in on cramps and bloating. Okay, when progesterone gets higher, then all that hormones are changing, then the progesterone drops off for those like 6 to 9 days or so, or like maybe 4 to like 6 to 9 days or so of when it's hormonally my time in the month. I've noticed I do like get cramps and bloating in that area, but it's more down towards where the intestines are. I usually feel it off to the left side more, but I do get cramps and bloating. So yeah, that has happened. So yeah. And and one thing I suggest when taking this, as I'm looking at the paper here, says how is this drug best taken? Well, use it directed by your doctor, but the way I'm taking it, I take 100 milligrams in the morning and 100 milligrams in the evening, and they say if you take it in the evening, you can have more urinary problems at night, especially if you take it past 6 o'clock. So yeah, and do not take the dose like more than what you're prescribed, because that can actually cause issues. So don't do that either. So if you miss a dose, just don't take that and save it for like an emergency or something, then go back to your regular dose. So, and I really suggest do take it with food, because I have actually have taken it with and without food, and it seems like before, a long time ago, it would cause more of an upset stomach, and now it doesn't as much. But if you wait longer before, like in between eating after you take it, because if you take it and don't eat for a certain amount of time, then you start getting an upset stomach and stuff like that. So that's really, yeah, what I suggest. So always take it with food. So that's my experience taking it for as long as I've been on it. So consistently the past 2 years, and back when I started, before I was off of the prescriptions for some amount of time. So that's pretty much what can happen with spironolactone, taking it in hormone replacement therapy as a trans woman. So yeah, so I suggest talk to your doctor if you're gonna get on this, and go with that.